What's up, everyone? So we're back home. It's actually Tuesday today. If you guys know me, you know that I get so excited I don't really talk about the events. I just kind of get there. Luckily, I even film this time. A lot of events we'll go to won't even film. I'll get a lot of just videos of what people send me, things like that. Cars behind me did great. We'll just talk about the car, the event, stuff like that, and I'll let you guys see everything from the event. So the car is heavy. It's about 4,200 pounds the way it sits right now. Rear seat delete, and the wheels don't really do that much. The trans, the brakes, all that stuff is what really adds to the weight of the car. This car is 4,200 pounds. It's heavy. It's a lot of car to throw around through those tight turns. The Miata guys, stuff like that, were just absolutely flying, not much weight. This car on gate, which is the lowest, basically the lowest power setting I can set it to, makes about 740 wheels still. A lot of power, and that actually hurt most of my runs. So going through some of the footage, comparing it to other cars that I saw, I had to leave so softly just because I would just spin the tires. You saw in one of the videos, there was a little bit of a spin, and I ended up being 2 seconds slower than the one before me, just a little spin. It's amazing how on that tight course, a little mistake makes a huge difference. You almost have to be perfect to get the best runs. And that's just the way it is. That's the way Solo, SCCA Solo or Autocross, that's the way it is. You have to really know how to handle your car, really know how the car handles everything. I mean, the car did great. First outing ever in this car. If you guys have seen on the channel, the red car, I did that. The 2010 V6 Mustang didn't make much power. It was just fun to throw around. This car handled amazingly well. We hit 70 miles an hour sometimes on the course, so just absolutely flying. Just what hurt me is literally the launch, just because I had to leave. I left so soft to avoid wheel spin that sometimes I left too soft, not getting on enough, and then the first couple corners was just me trying to make up the speed, and you just can't make up the speed through some of those corners. You got to basically be at speed when you get there. So, I mean, other than that, car did fantastic. I mean, couldn't have asked for a better event, a better car to do it in. Dad absolutely had a blast, and that's really what it was about. So I knew I wasn't going to go out there and win. Actually did win my class, which is awesome. The X-Prepared class had the fastest time there, so that's pretty cool. First event, won my class, so maybe I'll have to go to more. But I really didn't think I was going to win the class. I thought I was just going to show up, not really be competitive, just because I've never driven this car. I've driven it on the road course you guys seen, but never in an autocross. I didn't know how it'd handle. I mean, if we can just get it to leave just a little bit better, or 100% my fault, just leave a little bit harder, be very competitive overall. So yeah, class win. I was upper third overall. Some of those guys though, absolutely flying. I wish I would have filmed, but the fastest the fastest guys were when I was working. So on track, you have to work a little bit. There's 3 heats: an off heat, a work heat, and a run heat. Just so that way the event runs smoothly. Basically, the work heat, you just go and replace cones that are knocked over, things like that. So if someone hits a cone, we're not stopping everyone to go replace it. There's people all around the course running, as you guys probably will see, run, set up the cones, things like that to make just things run smoothly. Hey, buddy. So yeah, so really, the purpose of today was to just get the car out, have some fun. My dad drove down and just have some fun with him. This is something that he's always wanted to do, and I wanted to do it too, and I figured what better opportunity to do it with this car and my dad. So yeah, event overall, a lot of fun. Obviously, you don't have to have something like this. People drove stock Hyundai Sonatas. People drove like Miatas. There was Hyundai Genesis, FRSs, V6 Mustangs. There's some of those there. Like literally whatever Infinities. I'm just trying to get like old Mustangs. Yeah, basically there's a class for literally whatever car you have. There will be a class for it. So don't think, oh, you don't have a fast car, you don't have this, you don't have that. It doesn't matter. Literally, you can be competitive in any class. And the SCCA has what's called a pack system. So there's a multiplier applied to each class to make it competitive. So if you're in, let's say you're in a 100 horsepower Miata going up against 500 horsepower Camaros or whatever, depending on the track, obviously let's say the track favors the Camaro a little bit. Well, there's a multiplier attached to each score to make the scores competitive. So that Miata might actually have a better pack score, even though it has a lower overall score, simply because of that multiplier system, and that's how they go. They've been doing this for years. When I first heard about it, I'm like, oh, that's not fair, that's not, but I mean, some cars are just going to be faster than others. That's just how it is. Some cars just won't be competitive. I mean, you can see like my first red car, a 2010 V6 Mustang, made like 185 wheel horsepower. It's not gonna be competitive in this, not even close. But with the pack scores and the multipliers, it will bring it to where everyone can have fun and be competitive overall. So that's how that, and then there's a raw score. Raw scores obviously is literally just what your score is without the multiplier or anything like that. So that's kind of cool. If you guys are interested, let me know. I can meet some of y'all out there. I have no issues with that. But yeah, it is a lot of fun. It is a little bit of a long day simply because you have to, if you don't work your heat, you don't get to run. And if you run first and then work, they like ban you from coming back just because they don't want people just dipping out and not running. So I mean, it is a little bit of a long day, but not as long as like going to a car show or something. You're sitting there, awards are at 4 or 5 o'clock. So I mean, at the car show, you just sit around all day, don't do anything. This, you actually get to drive, you get to run around on track, work, meet a lot of good people. So I mean, for me, it's a lot more fun than any kind of car show. The road course, I would say, was just a little bit more fun simply because you get more time in the car. But from a driver skill wise, autocross, much more difficult. Like I picked up the road course very quickly, just from all the simulators I've done, and the car just seemed to be super quick on track, and I picked up very quickly. Autocross, it took me the first couple runs to figure out really what the car wanted me to do with it. We do have, I do need a little bit more camber in the rear. I think it's got a little bit too much of a drag set up in it. The wheels are too close to zero. Sorry, it sounded like Zeus took off running after that truck. He did not. There was just a splash of a puddle. So yeah, we just need a little bit more set up in the rear, a little bit more camber, probably a little bit more in the front. Not as much though, but definitely need some more camber in the rear. And it will be quicker. You can see the tires starting to just roll over a little bit. But other than that, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed going to it, and I wanna go some more if I can. But that's it. That's enough for me talking. If you guys have any questions about the SCCA Solo events, let me know. I've been to a few. I've been an SCCA member for about 5 years now. Any questions, let me know. Feel free to reach out. Just let me know in a comment below. But enough of me talking. Let's get to the actual event. Let's go. Excited? First event?
Ask me after I finish with my coffee.
Alright guys, so just got checked in, waiting for the parents to get here, then we'll go park over at Grid. What do you think? You gonna be bored today?
No. Your mom's coming.
No lie, my mom's coming. But yeah guys, so all teched in here, just waiting for first runs. Gonna film a little bit of the first heat, some of the cars that are here, show you guys some of the things that showed up. But obviously, I'm gonna give my dad a ride in this thing, actually like in like a track setting, and see his reaction. He will, as long as he can, get here on time, he can get like an open face helmet, so you'll be able to see all the reactions. So until then, we'll just get everything set up and get working.
So what does XP mean on your
It's just the class. So basically, it's like a prepared class.
So you didn't just get to pick a random letter, number sequence?
No. So basically, it's, I mean, obviously the car number, but prepared class, and then it doesn't fall into any of the other prepared class. So it got X prepared because of the turbo kit, the wheels, and stuff like that.
What is FU in?
It's just the class.
Sounds like a fun
Your iBurger car number 84E modified.
What was it?
51-1.
I'm sorry. See everybody's look on their face.
Next finish, we'll move over to SGH action, Cody K.
I was sliding a little bit.
Yeah, I felt it.
But tires are warm now.
Yeah. I would think so.
comes Strauss, 47.8, 47.8, 0.6 of a second improvement there. Nice job.
Press the press that button. Yep.
Win now?
Yep. Perfect. Press that. That's fine, just leave it.
Modified comes across 50.4, 50.4 for Peter Iberger for 84 modified.
Yeah, because we gotta get out of here soon. Want to make sure everyone gets in.
The Remsbecker car 42.8. We got 48.3, 48.3 for Remsbecker. No help there on it.
No time?
I didn't see any time. I heard him say.
Saturday as well. Chased down Michael Ball here in that 5-driver CC class. Right,
I'll get there eventually.
roll up there, just 65.7 for Ron, 3.16. Nice car, by the way.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
How long you had it?
3 years.
How much?
3 years.
3 years already?
Yeah, it was a drag car for a long time. Got it back to being able to do this stuff.
There you go.
Yep.
It's more fun anyway.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Oh yeah. Had a light, had a little at the very beginning too.
Yep. Actually said 47.18, right?
Something like that, I'm not sure.
You missed a finger again.
I saw it. I don't miss nothing. What are you talking about?
I do hold on. I don't have a steering wheel. And I can't put my feet against it because it's too far back. So you can't push your feet into it.
I think this is it. I hit one.
Huh?
I clipped one. Yeah, I clipped one.
What'd you say?
I clipped one.
You clicked one?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what you mean by clicked one.
Hit a cone.
Oh. Yeah.
I hit one.